Here.
Oh, thank you. I went a little bit crazy at a baby sale.
How you feeling?
Very pregnant. I had forgotten how physically exhausting it was to carry around another small person. But I have all of this mental energy. So.
Oh, you exude happiness.
I know. I know how lucky I am. Speaking of lucky, he and Sly have a new business venture, worm farming, the ecologically sound way of dealing with garbage disposal, and I'm sure that you'll get a sales pitch before very long.
The things kids dream of.
I know. How is Lucas doing?
Oh, it's tough. In fact, if Sly and Lucky need a helper, he loves to dig in the dirt.
Oh, I'll pass that along.
Worm farming. It's amazing to me how the most mundane and ordinary things make life worthwhile. It's like a kid's enthusiasm over some crazy project, or fixing a leak under your very own sink, or buying the giant economy size of cornflakes for your family. You should give thanks every day.
And you know what? Now that we finally have a house, I'm not about to let anyone mess with it either.
How so?
Well, it seems that ELQ is involved in some kind of a land grab in the Charles Street area. I went to see Edward Quartermain about it, and he just gave me the runaround. Which, of course, means that whatever he's up to, it's not in the best interest of the people who live in that neighborhood. So, can I count on you and Bobby if it comes down to a fight?
You can count on me. I don't know about Bobby. We're filing for legal separation. She didn't even see me. I loved her. And now I don't even know if she exists. I think I made her up. Or maybe she made herself up.
Maybe she thought she had no other choice. Tony, I'll tell you something that I've learned about Luke Spencer, which may also apply to Bobby Spencer. See, Luke did make himself up. He had to. He had no other choice. He was faced with so much at such an early age. It was either become a victim or invent an alter ego. Sort of like a Superman inside himself who could battle impossible odds and always win. And that was his magic. That was how he made himself believe that he could handle anything. But the problem is he had to continually test that to make sure that it still worked. And in order to test it, he needs to put himself in danger.
Even though he has you now.
Yes. And that's just something that I've had to accept. And even to enjoy. I think that he's learned to relax. And I think that he's learned to appreciate the structure that the family gives him. And certainly the security that it represents. But it is not familiar to him. And it's not familiar to Bobby. That same difficult, deprived childhood, it still affects her too.
You know, Laura, you're probably right. Maybe if I was a better person.
No, I don't mean to suggest that...
Well, maybe I could see her chasing Damian Smith as some deep-seated need to test our marriage or her worthiness or whatever, but she went too far. I made her the center of my life, and that life is now in pieces at my feet.
But you can still put those pieces back together, yes.
No, even if I was able to find a way to try again. You said yourself, they're going to test me again. She's going to test me. So what happens next time? I can't risk it. I've had all the loss that I can tolerate.
What if you change your mind? A legal separation could make it impossible for you to ever put your marriage back together again.
I'm going to stay in that house, and I will not lose Lucas. I need a legal separation to protect me from getting dragged into whatever happens between Bobby and Damien.
Can't you figure out another way? Just give yourself a little bit more time?
How much time do we have? Any of us? BJ only had a handful of years.